Hey everyone, so the Sephora Holiday Savings Event is coming up. They either just announced the dates or I just saw like a picture floating around online. It starts on October 27th. I'll put all of the dates for you on the screen and in the description box below. So we still have a few weeks, but last night I was going through and just kind of updating my Sephora loves list. I took off a bunch of products that I either already purchased or things that I was just no longer interested in trying. And then I added a lot of products to my list, just like things that caught my eye that I'm thinking about buying, some holiday sets, some new launches, a couple of products that I wanted to remind myself to repurchase during the sale, and I thought I would share my sale wish list with you. There are a lot of products on my list, so I don't plan on picking all of these up. This is just everything that kind of caught my eye or that I'm somewhat interested in trying right now. So if you've tried any of these products, I would love to know if they worked out for you or if you hated them. That way I can kind of narrow down my list a little bit. But what I'll probably end up doing is choosing a couple of products from each category, a new palette, maybe like a holiday set or two, a couple of repurchases and things like that. So let's go through them and just chat about the products. Okay, so I do want to grab a palette during this sale. Now I was kind of thinking about picking up the Patrick Ta Major Holiday Face Palette. It looks like this is currently sold out. I don't know if they plan on restocking this. I wasn't in a hurry to grab this because I was kind of going back and forth. I do enjoy pink blush, but it's not my most worn shade. And the shadows in here looked really nice, but I wanted to see people actually use them before I bought the palette because I wasn't sure if they were chunky glittery shadows or more of a smooth topper. I still haven't watched any reviews on this. So I need to check out some reviews, but again, it's sold out, so I'm not sure if they even plan on restocking it. That palette typically does sell out pretty quickly. If it's gone for good, that's okay. I mean, I do have a lot of blush in my collection. I even have a Patrick Ta duo that has a couple of pinks in it, but that is a really, really cute palette. So if it does come back in stock, I might pick that one up. If not, I'll probably end up going with the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. When I talked about this one in, I think a recent purchase or past video, it got so many mixed reviews. A lot of you said it's absolutely worth it. The shimmers are so gorgeous and it's my most used palette. And then a lot of you were like, I already own so many colors that are just like this and even better. So the comments on that video have me so conflicted because now I don't know if I should purchase it, if I shouldn't. Honestly, I do really want this palette. It's been on my wish list since last holiday season. So I think at this point, it's something that I just kind of want to try out for myself. I do have the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette and I love it. I've been wearing that one nonstop. And a lot of people said they're somewhat similar or they give you kind of a similar look. But I really think I'm going to end up grabbing the Makeup by Mario one too. I definitely plan on repurchasing the Tower 28 MakeWaves mascara. That is my favorite. It's so good. It's not, outrageously expensive for a high-end mascara, but it's still $20. So if I can get any sort of discount on that, I'm all for it, especially because it is something I end up repurchasing every few months. Although that being said, I've been reaching for the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara a ton lately. That's been my go-to for the last 2 weeks. And I've just fallen back in love with that one. It does a great job of adding a ton of volume, a lot of length. I have that one on today. Sometimes it can look a little bit clumpy if you go overboard with it, but I feel when I do have a more dramatic look on, like I do today, more of a smoky eye, the Milani mascara is perfect. It's also just good for every day. So I've been using that one a lot, but I still love the Tower 28 one. Okay, let's talk about a few holiday sets. So I did do a video on my channel sharing what I thought were the best and worst holiday sets at Sephora. I'll link that video below if you want to check it out. I'm actually filming part 2 on the same day that I'm filming this. So I'm not sure if part 2 will go up before this video or after. So if it is up, I'll link it below. And there are a few that I'm considering personally. The first one is from Summer Fridays. It's the mini lip butter balm set. It comes with 4 minis for $25. They do have another set this year that comes with 3 full-size lip butters. So if you're more into the full sizes or, those colors are a little bit more appealing to you, I'll link that one below so you can check it out as well. I like the idea of minis because you get 4 minis for $25. I did the math. It breaks down to be a $32 value. Each one comes with 5 grams. Now the full-sized lip butter balm comes with 15 grams. So these are quite a bit smaller, but honestly, it's the type of product that I feel I'm going through kind of slowly. I only have one. I have vanilla beige, but I wear it all the time. Most of the time when I'm leaving the house, that is the one that I throw in my pocket. In fact, I was wearing it all weekend. We were at the pumpkin patch. We were celebrating my son's birthday. We were at a fall festival. We were doing a lot of fun fall related things. And that's pretty much the only lip product I wore. I do typically wear a lip liner underneath because it is more of a sheer product, but it's just so comfortable. It's easy to reapply. The only shade I wish this had was cherry because that's one that I personally want to try. but I think I'll probably end up grabbing this. I feel like it will probably sell out just because this is such a popular product and it's just gone completely viral, and like the full size lip butters are always sold out. Okay, so Lawless actually launched a set that I'm kind of tempted to grab as well because I was considering two of their full-size lip products. I really like the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Gloss. I have two different shades. I have the watermelon one, and then I also have cherry vanilla, which they're both great. They're so beautiful. Those are colors that I've worn quite a bit during like the summertime, so I would love to choose something that's more of like a typical fall winter color for me. So I had two different colors on my loves list: Velvet, which is a rosy mauve with plummy undertones, and then also George, which is a medium taupe nude. The only thing about this product is I feel like in person it is a lot softer. It's a very sheer formula. So online the swatches look pretty saturated, but I feel like they're not going to look like that on me. Last time I was at Sephora, I tried to check these out in person because I wanted to know what they looked like actually swatched on my hand, but they didn't really have a lot of them in stock. So if you guys have tried those, please let me know. Like, are they sheer? Are the swatches online pretty accurate to what they look like? I feel like that could really influence my decision. So I might go with one of those. But Lawless, like I said, did launch like a smaller set as well for the holiday season. It is the Mini Dreamy Darlings Lip Plumper Gloss Set. So it's $27 and you get 3 minis. I actually pulled out my mini because I wanted to see if it was the same size. So this is the size of the product in the kit. And like I said, you get 3 of them. So the colors they have in this set are, oh, is that the one I have? I do have this one. So Rosy Outlook, you also get Velvet, which is one that I was kind of considering, and then also the shade Nudie, which is brand new. So Nudie is a pink nude with a pearl finish. Rosy Outlook is like a super, super sheer, almost clear with like a tint of pink. And then, like I said, Velvet is a rosy mauve with plummy undertones. Maybe I'll just grab this set. So I've been talking nonstop about this Milk Makeup Odyssey lip gloss oil. I have the shade Quest, which is so, so stunning. I cannot stop wearing it. I love it. I think the formula is gorgeous, super glossy, very comfortable. So anyway, I was looking through, there is another shade that I kind of want to try. So the shade that I think I might grab is called Work Trip. They describe it as a dusty rose. It's really pretty. I mean, to be honest, I would kind of describe this one as a dusty rose. This one is caramel beige, or no, this one is Quest, which they describe as a caramel beige. But I've also been thinking about the shade Voyage, which is a blackberry. It looks so pretty. Like in the tube, it's very, very intimidating. But in the swatch, it's basically like this sheer light, no, it's like a deep, it's a sheer deep purple. I really don't have anything like that, so I might end up grabbing that one. I do want to grab another one of these because I've been wearing this so much. Like, it is easily one of my most worn lip products of 2023, and I've only had it for a few weeks, but I cannot get enough of it. I've also really been enjoying the Saie Glossybounce. I think this is called like their lip gloss oil as well. I have the shade Push, which is beautiful. It's like this cooler toned brown nude. It is so stunning. But there's another shade that I've been considering, Dream, which is a berry. So I thought that would be really pretty too. The rest of them are pretty sheer, but I like how the berry one has like a hint of color. And both these formulas are so gorgeous. I mean, now that I'm like even sitting here talking about them, I do like the Milk Makeup one a little bit better. So I'll probably end up going with one of the Milk Makeup shades, but these formulas are so good. Actually, this product has been on my loves list for a little while. The Colé Hydrating Lip Treatment Oil in the shade Excellence, which is like a deeper rosy brown. I have the pink one and it is so pretty. It actually has a lot more pigment than I initially thought it would, and it's a gorgeous formula. It's a little bit thicker, so I do find that it is a little more long wearing than the other two formulas I just mentioned, and the shade Excellence looks like it would be perfect for the fall and the winter. So I'll probably end up grabbing one of those, but not all 3. Okay, now let's talk about the cheek products. So I can't get this to load on Sephora's website. This is the LYS Beauty Mini Higher Standard Deluxe Cream Blush Trio. So it's $20, $33 in value. I can't really confirm that just because I can't see how many ounces or like what the size of these products are. But if it's the same as last year, either way, I really did find that worth the money because the full-size blush is pretty big. It's the type of formula where you don't need a lot of product. Like, you just need a very small amount. And I do notice that my full-size blush tends to dry out. And then if I like go in and use it, it's fine. But because it is a cream, like, it's not going to last quite as long as a powder. So for that reason, I haven't like gone out and purchased multiple shades because I typically prefer just to have like a couple of creams or even like mini cream blushes. This set comes with some really pretty colors. You get like a bright, almost corally hot pink, a really beautiful, like deep purpley berry, and then I can't tell if this one has shimmer. Based on the packaging, it looks like they did one with shimmer, which would be amazing because I think their other shades are all like fully matte shades. So I added it to my loves list. I want to look into it a little bit more, but I do think it is a cute set. Saie also launched a set. This is their mini dew blush trio set. It's $30. You get 3 minis. They're saying $44 in value. Again, I didn't break it down to confirm that. If you do like a full breakdown and whether or not the products are worth what they say they're worth or worth more or less, I'll link that series below. I know some people don't care about that, but some people do. And when it comes to blush, I don't mind as much if I'm getting like an amazing deal in terms of value because I like the idea of minis. Like I'd rather have multiple minis than the one full-size product because I won't go through a full-size blush very fast, especially a liquid or cream. I've been wanting to try this formula for a while. I did buy one and I cannot find it anywhere. I set it in a basket like to film with because I wanted to try it out on camera for the first time. And then I was looking for it the other day and I don't know where it is. So I don't know if I donated it or if I decluttered it or gave it away. I like the basket of products I donate is right next to the basket of products I want to try. So it might have just made its way into the other one, which is fine. But I think I might end up picking this up. The colors look really beautiful. Like they just look very fresh, very pretty. They're more so shades I might reach for during the spring season, and they are kind of all on the lighter side. I haven't tried this formula, so I don't know if it is very pigmented like the Rare Beauty formula. It kind of looks a little more sheer. They describe it as a blendable cream gel blush. So I don't know. If you've tried it, let me know. Does it sheer out? Can you build it up? It looks like it would be sheer, which I feel like could be really nice. I do like the Rare Beauty blushes because they are so pigmented. My issue with like sheer cream blushes is that sometimes they just like fully pick up my foundation because I feel like I have to layer them on to get the look that I want. So I don't know. Please let me know your thoughts on this if you've tried this formula because I might end up picking that up. I've been wanting to try this blush for a little while. It's from Danessa Myricks. It's the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Flush, which is basically like their blush version of the complexion product. I do have the complexion product. I like it. It's interesting. And because I tried that, I just wasn't sure how it would work as a blush with more color, more pigment. I do think it could be really pretty though. And I've heard good things about this formula overall. So this is on my loves list. I don't have like a specific shade in mind, but that is something I'm curious to try. I'm not sure if I'll end up picking it up during this sale, but I do want to try it at some point. I also added the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Highlighting Blush to my list. So I have the shade, what shade do I have? I think it's Mauve Glow, which is kind of like a really pretty cooler toned pink. Actually, it's right here. I just did like a speed reviews video. So if you want to hear my thoughts on this product as well as like other new launches I've tried out, I'll link it below. This is a gorgeous color. It is so pretty. I love the way it looks. I do mainly use this one as an actual blush because on my skin tone, I feel like it does work as a blush, but I kind of wanted to pick up a lighter shade to use as an actual highlighter. So I wasn't sure if I was going to go with like a peach toned one. They also have like an opal shade, but Pink Glow looks really pretty. It's basically a like light peachy kind of cooler, I can't tell. Is it peachy or is it cooler toned? It kind of looks like it has some warmth to it. And I feel like I'm missing like a really good pink highlighter in my collection. So that one's on my list right now. The Merit Day Glow Dewy Highlighting Balm is one of my favorite products. I have the shade Citrine, which is such a pretty gold. But again, I've been looking for like a pretty pink highlighter and they do have a pink highlighter in this formula. So that's been on my list for a little while as well. And then the other pink highlighter I'm considering is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Liquid Highlighter. Have you tried these? I've seen people like mixing these together with their blushes, and it's always such a pretty effect. So I thought it'd be fun to try it for that reason. And I do like liquid blush from time to time as well. So I'm not sure which one I'll go with, but those are the ones that I'm considering. Okay, let's talk about a few complexion products. I don't have a ton of complexion products on my list. In fact, I don't have any foundations and I only have one concealer because I feel like I'm pretty set in that department. I don't even need to repurchase any of my go-to products. But I've been thinking about trying the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. Now, I did swatch this in person. I almost bought it in person last time I was at Sephora, but I couldn't find a shade that worked well for me. They were kind of out of a few. They didn't even have testers for a few. So I kind of had an idea of which ones would work for me, which ones wouldn't. But I don't know. I didn't necessarily like love the texture when I swatched it on my hand. But so many of you have been recommending this product and you were like, no, it's worth the money. It's worth trying. It's so gorgeous on the skin. So I might end up giving that one a shot. Right now I'm loving the Tower 28 concealer and then also the Natasha Denona concealer. So I don't necessarily need a new concealer, but if I was to try one, that's the one I would go with. I do have a few powders on my list right now that have just kind of caught my eye recently. The Huda Beauty Pressed Powder. I love the loose version so much. It's one of my top favorite powders. And I saw, I think, Morgan Turner talking about this product on Instagram or TikTok, and it looked really great on her. And I didn't even know they launched a pressed version of it. So I'm kind of tempted to check that one out. A few months ago, Melt launched their glazed skin sheer finishing powder, and that was just, it sounded so interesting. And after they launched it, I really didn't hear anything about it, and I'm still kind of tempted to pick it up because it's basically like a pressed powder that gives your skin a glow. So I can't tell if it's going to be like a highlighter, if it's going to be like a finishing powder, more so like the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders, or what. But when I saw someone using it on Instagram, like when Melt was first launching this, it looked really, really interesting. The last powder that I am kind of curious to try is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Matte Powder. I've tried the Pore Eclipse Primer, and then there was another product from this line, their setting spray. I didn't try their setting spray, but I did really like the primer. I think it did a great job of mattifying my skin without like making it feel dry or tight or uncomfortable. So I feel like a good matte powder is nice to have. I might wait on that one. That's probably not something I need over the next few months because we're heading into the winter season. So maybe I'll revisit that one in the spring. I'll take that one off my list for now. I don't have a ton of skincare products that I'm considering. Like usually I will repurchase a lot of my go-to favorites during the sale, or I might like pick up something new, but I'm pretty set when it comes to skincare. I've really been enjoying Fenty skincare products a lot lately. Like I've tried out quite a few of them. I kind of want to repurchase the Total Cleanser. It does such a nice job of cleansing your skin without leaving it stripped. Like my skin really feels so moisturized when I use that product, and one bottle of that lasted me forever. My only complaint about that product is it's kind of difficult to get the product out. Like when it's full, it's not that hard, but I feel like you have to squeeze the bottle so hard to get the product out. And it wasn't the most pleasant experience like every day when I went to wash my face because I felt like it took so much grip strength. So if I do grab that, I might end up transferring it to a different container. It's just weird to me because I haven't had that issue. You know what? That's not true. Like now that I'm thinking about Fenty products, I'm just like running through them in my mind. A lot of the packaging is not my favorite. I have their makeup remover, like cleansing balm, and I feel like too much product comes out of that. Same thing with their eye cream. So I don't know, as much as I love the Fenty products, I feel like their packaging isn't always the best. One of you recommended their Hydra Reset Intensive Recovery Glycerin Hand Mask because I told you I deal with like really dry hands. I think this was maybe like back in the spring. So one of you said to try that out. So I've been waiting for a sale to grab that. And then I think I will repurchase the Kosas Stream Beam. I know people hate this sunscreen because it is expensive. It's $40 for 1.3 ounces. I wore it so much during the summertime, but I felt like one bottle of it did last a while. It's not the only one I wore. I do switch it up like depending on whether or not I'm wearing makeup or if I'm outside, but I love that product. It's just a beautiful formula. And I know it's expensive. A lot of people say it's overpriced. It probably is. They market it as having like really good skincare benefits. But sometimes you find a product you love and you think it's worth the money. And for me, that's how I feel about the Dream Beam. It just looks so good and it's such a pleasant experience. Like it smooths on the skin so nicely. It basically makes your skin look very healthy in my opinion. It does work to even out my skin tone just a little bit because there's like a hint of color to it. I know it's overpriced. There are a lot less expensive products I like too, but I do love that one. Okay, hair products. So there's one brand in particular I do want to try more from during the sale, and that would be Amika. I tried the Amika overnight mask and I love it so much. Like it's really transformed my hair. I've always dealt with like a lot of dryness because I do use a lot of heat on my hair, but I've been using I forget the official name. I'll put it for you on the screen. Their overnight mask. I got it in a FabFitFun box and it has made such a difference. I actually repurchased it because I used it up fully and I just love it. I think it's so good. I actually use it before I blow dry my hair. I know they say you can use it like at night before you go to bed, but I just feel like it does such a great job like hydrating my hair, but also leaving it feeling so soft and detangled and smooth. I cannot get enough of it. So after trying that, I do want to try some more products from Amika. They have a couple of different holiday sets available right now. So they have the Moisture Verse set, which comes with a shampoo, a conditioner, that leave-in mask, and then another product from that line as well. So I might try that one just because I have had such great luck with the overnight mask. They have a Masktopia set, which comes with like deluxe sizes of all of their different masks. And then they also have like a dry shampoo set. So I talked about this brand in a recent video, and a ton of you said you love their dry shampoo. And I have a couple of dry shampoos I like, but I'm always up for trying a new one because I do go through dry shampoo fairly quickly. So I might grab their dry shampoo during the sale. I recently used up the Vegamore Grow dry shampoo. I got it in a FabFitFun box, and it was so good. They say if you have like thinning hair, it has ingredients that are supposed to kind of help with that. I can't speak to that, to be honest with you, because I haven't noticed. I wouldn't say my hair is thin, but I feel like, I don't know, as I get older, like it's not as full up near the roots. So maybe it is thinning a little bit, but I wouldn't say that is like a main concern for me. So I can't really speak to whether or not it helped in that area. I just think it was a really good dry shampoo. Like it made my hair look very fresh, very clean. It didn't irritate my scalp at all. And a lot of dry shampoos can tend to do that. So I might end up grabbing that one. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, I've heard so many good things about the brand K18. There's one product in particular that everyone is talking about. I'm scrolling through Sephora's website and now I don't know what it is. I feel like it's some sort of like, is it this one? The leave-in molecular repair hair mask. Oh my gosh, that's expensive. It's a $75 hair mask for 1.7 fluid ounces. Okay, I had no idea this brand was that expensive, but it has really good reviews. Like people are saying their hair is incredibly soft, that they are noticing like a lot less breakage. I don't know. That's an expensive product though. So I don't know. I need to maybe do a little bit more research. I did see that they had a hair repair starter set. So this actually does come with a mini version of the hair mask, 0.5 fluid ounces. That's so small, but I guess you'll maybe be able to get a feel for whether or not you like it. They also have the Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo, and then there's a little hair oil as well. So it's $58. They're saying it's $70 in value. That might be a good way to actually try the brand and try that mask without committing to like that expensive price tag. But again, I feel like people rave about this brand so much. I hear it mentioned as like an alternative to Olaplex quite a bit. And why was I thinking that it was like a drugstore alternative? I don't know why. Obviously, I haven't done a lot of research into the brand. I know that they're cruelty free and I know they're sold at Sephora, so maybe I need to watch some reviews as well. But I wanted to get your opinion. If you've tried that brand, let me know if you think it's worth the money. Okay, that was a lot of products. Those are just like all of the different brands, products I'm considering trying. Obviously, I won't try all of them, but I always love hearing your input. If there's anything you recommend or anything you want me to review on my channel, let me know in the comment section below. I will share a video talking about some of my Sephora recommendations in case that's what you're looking for, just like new products that I truly think are worth trying, things that I've gotten a ton of use out of. So that will be up soon. But thanks for being here. I really appreciate you watching, and I will be back very soon with a new video. Bye.